Everyone's got their hand out. Tip jars at the counter, tip prompts on the screen, even self-checkouts acting like they just ran your food out. It's no longer about service, it's just pressure with a smile. According to a Bankrate survey, 66% of Americans now view tipping negatively. And it's not because they're stingy, it's because they're tired of being guilt-tripped for every transaction, even when there's no real service involved. This breakdown covers smart, guilt-free ways to say no when the tip request doesn't belong. You'll learn how to stay polite, hold your ground, and still support great service when it actually happens. Tired of tipping out of pressure? Let's fix that. Check out the full details by visiting the link in the description. Number 1. Express gratitude and decline politely. Sometimes, a simple thank you does the job. A kind word can still go a long way, even if it's not followed up with a few extra dollars. Saying something like, "Thanks for the service, but I'm skipping the tip today," keeps it respectful while setting a boundary. It acknowledges the effort without committing to something you're not comfortable with. This move works best in casual settings where the expectation isn't baked into the bill. It helps avoid awkwardness without ghosting the interaction entirely. People may not love it, but most will understand. Number 2. Mention your financial situation. Money is tight for more people than most admit. Inflation, rent spikes, and surprise fees are already eating into every paycheck. You don't need to explain your entire budget. Just a calm, honest line like, "Not tipping today, trying to stay on track," gets the point across. It's a quick reset that reminds others you're making financial choices too. No shame, just priorities. Most people can relate, even if they don't say it out loud. And if someone still pushes, that says more about them than you. Number 3. Refer to the poor service. Tipping isn't an automatic stamp of approval. If the service wasn't there, the tip doesn't need to be either. It's okay to say, "The experience didn't meet expectations, so I'll pass on the tip." No yelling, no drama, just honesty. That kind of feedback can actually help businesses more than a silent walkout. You're not being rude. You're holding the service to the standard tipping was meant to reward. When done respectfully, this creates a moment for reflection, not confrontation. Number 4. Suggest improving the service. There's a difference between complaining and offering a path forward. If the service was lacking but you'd be open to coming back, say that. A line like, "Once things improve, I'll be glad to tip," draws the line without burning the bridge. It tells the business you're not anti-tip, just pro-service. That feedback lands better than silence and might even drive change. In the long run, this kind of pushback raises the bar for everyone, not just your wallet. Number 5. Mention the mandatory service charge. Plenty of places sneak in automatic service fees now. You're already being charged, so no, you don't owe more on top. Just point it out. "Looks like the service fee's already included, so I won't be tipping extra." It's not rude, it's responsible. This protects you and helps others avoid the double tip trap. It also signals you're paying attention, which businesses should respect. Don't let unclear bills pressure you into giving twice. Number 6. Explain your personal tipping policy. Some people tip for anything. Others only tip for exceptional service. Either way, your approach is your call. If it doesn't match the situation, it's okay to say, "I only tip in certain cases and this isn't one of them." Keep it clear and kind. It's not about shaming the worker, it's about sticking to your values. Having a personal policy makes tipping a choice again, not an emotional tug of war. Once people know where you stand, they tend to stop asking twice. Number 7. Use digital payment methods. Card readers and mobile apps make it easy to skip the awkward tip prompt. You can say, "I'll pay with my card," and skip the extra screen. Most won't question it. That little moment of silence while the machine flashes a 20% default? Gone. This move works especially well for solo purchases or grab-and-go spots where tipping feels forced. It's clean, fast, and gets the job done without turning the interaction into a negotiation. Number 8. Explain cultural differences. Tipping isn't a global standard. In many countries, it's not expected or even considered appropriate. So if you come across a tipping prompt and it doesn't align with your background, speak up. Something as simple as, "In my culture, we don't typically tip," gets the message across without tension. It shows respect while drawing a boundary. The goal isn't to make someone uncomfortable, it's to avoid being pressured into a system that doesn't apply to everyone. Most people won't push once they understand it's a matter of upbringing, not disrespect. Number 9. Suggest a feedback form. Positive feedback doesn't always have to come with a dollar sign. If you appreciate the service but don't want to leave a tip, offer something just as valuable. Try saying, "I'd be happy to leave a review or fill out a feedback form." It sends the signal that you care about the experience without buying into the tip guilt. Many businesses actually benefit more from reviews than spare change. You're helping the service improve and boosting visibility on your terms. That's a win for both sides. Number 10. Preference for direct donations. If you give generously in other ways, tipping at every counter might not fit your style. You can make that clear without sounding dismissive. Try, "I usually donate directly to causes I believe in, not through tipping." That statement plants a flag. It shows that you're not closed off to giving, just more intentional about how you do it. It's not personal. It's a choice rooted in priorities. Anyone truly committed to service or impact will respect that stance. Number 11. Suggest a tip jar for voluntary tips. Tip prompts on screens often feel pushy. A physical jar, on the other hand, leaves it up to the customer. If the current setup feels too aggressive, suggest something less in your face. Say, "You might consider a tip jar instead. It gives people more freedom." It shifts the environment from expectation to option. That simple change can relieve pressure for everyone while still encouraging support when it feels right. Businesses that want loyal customers over guilt money will get the hint. Number 12. Pre-arranged tips with group payments. Group outings usually build the tip into the total cost. If you're part of a team dinner, birthday meal, or tour, you've already chipped in. Don't feel bad shutting down extra asks. A quick, "We already added a tip with the group payment," makes it clear and final. There's no need to double down just because someone hands you another receipt. It's not about being cheap, it's about being fair. And if the service was great, that built-in tip already reflected that. Number 13. Decline and offer an alternative. Money isn't the only way to show appreciation. If tipping doesn't feel right, offer something that still shows you noticed the effort. Say, "I won't be tipping today, but I'd be glad to leave a positive review or mention your name to the manager." That kind of recognition can carry more weight than a few extra bucks. It helps the person long-term without pressuring you into a spend you didn't plan for. Gratitude comes in many forms. The best ones are the ones you choose freely. Take control of tipping. Tipping isn't the problem, pressure is. What used to be a reward has turned into an obligation. You shouldn't feel bad for saying no, especially when the service doesn't match the ask. These strategies help you stay respectful without being a pushover. The key is staying firm without turning the moment into a scene. Tip when it makes sense, but stop letting a screen decide for you. Thanks for watching. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget the link in the description.